Morning, everyone. Oh, wow. There were a couple of comments from Daryl and Damien. Hello. And then a whole load turn up. Hi, Nia. Hi, Neil. Hi, Derek. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I'm going to start off with a bit of an interesting thing. Well, it's interesting to me. So I've been changing how I'm storing my stock, doing it by week. Hi, the Dave. How you doing, Dave? The Dave. I like that. I might change my name to the Pete. That'd be good. The Pete. So yeah, I thought this was quite interesting. So hi, Mike. I'll stop saying hellos in a minute. If you turn up, assume I say hello. So I am now putting my stock. I used to sort of I do what I think most people do, is keep similar bits in similar shelves. So like all your board games might be in one area, and all your videos might be in another area. Now I've changed that to sort of having everything I've listed in a week in an area, and it's like half a shelf unit. So 2 weeks is like an entire shelf unit. So it's about like 2 or 3 shelves worth. And I did get a comment that might cause a problem if you're looking to increase your stock, but I'm kind of realizing the limitations on my stock. Hi, Rod. Hi, Skill T. Hi, Johnny. I thought I said Johnny Fart Pants. It's Johnny 40 Coats. Johnny Fart Pants was a character in Viz. Hi, Neil. I saw Neil somewhere, I think. Funky Neil. Yes, there he is. So yeah, if I was to keep like raising my ceiling of stuff I source, and I have 10,000 items, having like half a shelf unit for every week might be a problem. But I kind of realise what my ceilings are. I'm never going to fill a massive warehouse. So this is the point of it. And well, the point is to shift stock. It's so that every week I can go, okay, well, I'm focusing on what I'm listing this week. And I can also look at, this is on a 6-month rota, I can sort of see what was listed. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Laura. What was listed 6 months ago and go, why hasn't that shifted? Or 12 months ago, or anything, in that 6 months sort of like cycle, I can see stuff from that 6 months ago. So I've been rejigging eBay around and all my listings like anything. So I'll show you that. Hang on, let me get my active listings. Share screen. Right, hopefully you can see that. It might be a bit small, so I'm going to... It's a bit small, isn't it? Let's make it a bit... I'm going to increase the size in the actual thing, if I can do this. There we go, as if by magic. Right, so you see it is all my stuff, and I always used to put the date in as a part of the course. Really, I always used to go in, and I've started changing it round so that I have the year first, then the month, then the day. So this one is from the 22nd of May 2020, and that's so you can order it. Basically, you can if I order this decreasing, it will give me the most recent stuff first, because 2020 is bigger than 2019, etc., etc. What I've been doing is putting in like the week number on this cycle. But the weird thing is, and the rather annoying thing is, so look, there's a whole load of listings that contain week 12, WK12, and this is under the custom label field. And if I do a search, and I want its custom label to contain week 12, these should come up, shouldn't they? Should come up. I bet it does it now. It's not been doing it all morning. So search, nothing. Absolutely diddly. Which is not much good to me. Now I can obviously sort it, so I can go down to where that stuff is, but I wanted to be able to filter it out. Now that got me doing a few eBay searches and what's going on. let me just say a few more hello, see if I can catch up. Laura's in. I think I said hello to Daryl, who's first in. Kelly. Peter Ray's in the house. Skill T puts coloured stickers on them. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, stickers are pennies, and it's similar to what charity shops do. They kind of have coloured stickers in week 12 and week 13. La la la. Yeah, I tried, Damien. I tried the old wild card. I think you saw that before I typed it. I was but it wasn't quite working. It all sounds very complex. Yeah, might be. Yeah. Do you know what? I was searching for something for 2 hours, and I didn't want to ask her. It was I can't even remember what it was. Oh, it was a Harry Potter audiobook that sold for £3.49. 2 hours I wasted. She found it in 2 minutes. Unbelievable. She said, "What's this that slipped down the shelf?" I said, "Well, you don't need to ask. It's obviously just comes in the room and goes, straight for it. I look everywhere else but." Anyway, so it got me doing some searches on eBay and the old what's it called? The seller hub, or the seller the thing where eBay community thing. And I stumbled across this, which is something completely different, but I'll share it anyway. And this might be more useful to everyone, so I'll try and increase the size again. So here we go. This says, there's a major issue with eBay and searching for an item. The majority of cases, it's only when you do a search, only getting the items in one category. So the example here is someone's listed some super glue, and you would think if your super glue is put on eBay at the best price, if someone types in super glue and hits return on the search, yours will come up because it's the best price. But apparently the search engine is showing only super glue items found within adhesive tapes. It's not showing anything else. So if you're not in adhesive tapes, and it goes on to say that, really adhesive tapes is not the right category for super glue, apparently, it's not going to come up. And it's kind of reminded me of stop screen, there we go. It kind of reminded me, I was listening to the Global Thrifters the other day, a couple of weeks ago, and they were saying about one of their cookie jars hadn't sold, and nobody could find it in the search. They were typing in cookie jar, nothing, and they did a bit of altering around, and I think they had cookie biscuit storage jar, and you couldn't find it. It only worked if you put in cookie jar, following each other. And you would think if you put in cookie and jar, 2 words, that will find it within the whole title. So I think what's the conclusion? God knows. I think it just made me realise when you do a listing, it's worth searching it to see if it's coming up, because you could be having listings that are just doing like nothing. Why is this new comment not coming up? Oh, there we go. And it might actually be worth looking at all those statistics you can see for impressions and, all of that stuff that you never really look at. Yeah. So there we go. That's a little tip of the day. Maybe when you listed something, make sure the actual search engine is finding it. Kelly is completely right. Men are notorious for not seeing what's right in front of them. And Liz says you've got to really look, and you've got to look in the right way. So when I'm looking for something, I'm a bit like this, whereas Liz is kind of like this. You know what I mean? But that is men for you, isn't it? Always search incognito as well. Exactly right, Tommy. Going on another machine in a different county, and be incognito. Don't leave. If it knows it's you, it will probably find it, but you know what I mean. It's always the cheapest item you lose that will be listed forever. Yeah, I'll tell you what, doing all this rejigging of like having an area for stuff listed in a week or 6 months prior or 12 months prior, I've suddenly realised the amount of stock that's fallen off the shop, and it's like, why isn't this on? And that's a good thing, because every week I'll be going through, this shelf, then this shelf, then this shelf, and all my stock will be eyeballed over 6 months. From 6 months from now, I'd have looked at all my stock, and that keeps going on a cycle. So I've got a load of stuff that's fallen off eBay. It's got to be listed. And I was trying to find the stuff from 6 months ago that hasn't sold, so I could sort of have a look at that. But because I can't find it on this blooming search, I'm not going to bother with that. I will. It's easy to do because I'll just sort the SKU. But let's get on with some listing, eh? Let's get on with some listing. So first off, Speak Out. Now I think I probably had saved this for Amazon, but I can't be bothered to do Amazon this year. I think I've got a box up there, but I'm just going to stick everything on eBay. I'm just like eBay at the moment. I don't quite know why that is, just how I feel. So this is new and sealed. I think I got it from a car boot some months ago. I wouldn't really buy this unsealed, not with that gizmo that you stick in your mouth. It doesn't really appeal to me. This thing. Oh, you can't see it. That thing. Imagine sticking that in your mouth if it's been someone else's gob. But anyway, I don't think the price is that went nuts a couple of years ago. I don't think the price is there anymore. I'm pretty sure it isn't, but let's just get it on and get it sold. Yeah, the whole point of the actual having things by week is to shift stuff. It's to focus on, like, okay, it's been there 6 months. Why isn't it sold? And I'm quite excited about it in my sad little way. Yes, men don't find something unless it's hidden chocolate biscuits. That's true. Or crisps, which I know, I've seen as we've got 3 boys. They've learned from the master and all the food goes. It's quite worrying, really. Right, Speak Out new. I bet it's about a tenner. That's my guess. We should play The Price Is Right. Here we go. Condition new. I felt a bit rough lately. I'll share it with everyone. We have problems shared. There's a problem halved. I think I've been like really going at it. That week of listing absolutely did me in, and I hardly did any listing last week. But I was doing all this shifting around and tidying up. That was a little bit crazy. Oh look, people are telling me the price. Don't tell me that, Aid. Come on, higher. This is from my shop. That makes a difference, honest. Right, buy it now. So I'll definitely be selling it to Damien and not Aid. Sold. Yeah, not always what you want to, not the price you want, but that's just life, isn't it? Anyway, I felt rough this morning. I had one of those. I've been trying not to just neck paracetamol, which I don't obviously take a lot of paracetamol, but I found I was, maybe one every 2 days or something, and I was like, that's the easy option. So I've not been taking that, but I had a real bullet in the brain, those real headaches you get, real behind the eyeball job. And I woke up this morning, I thought, screw it, I'm going to have a Panadol. So I had a Panadol, and $8.99 free postage. Oh my God. It got rid of it. And it's amazing how when you felt rough and then you kind of feel better, how you appreciate feeling better. Do you know what I mean? When you only appreciate feeling like good and normal when you felt rough. It's a bit like getting rid of a hangover, if you know what I mean. Processes fascinate Tommy. I've always wanted to do a series on reseller processes. Yeah, I quite like processes. Yeah, you're so true. And there's no right way or wrong way. It's all kind of what fits you at that time. It's the old, there's you can't say there's one size fits all on eBay. I mean, there's general kind of things you can say, like listing regularly will help everyone, but this kind of like system, I think, is good for me at the moment. If I, was sourcing thousands of items and did lots of RA, it wouldn't really suit, I don't think. But there we go. Right. So brand new, £12.49 free postage, $8.99 free postage, $11.99 free postage. And there's a load with separate postage. Let's go for $11.99 free postage. I don't often do free postage. Let's do $8.99 with $3.49 postage. That sounds good to me. It's 50p extra. $8.99 free postage. $8.99 $3.49 postage. Try cold shower in the morning. I had been doing that actually, strangely enough. But a couple of weeks ago, when it was really hot, I was doing it. That was fantastic. A bit of a shock to start with, but you're right. It absolutely does get you zinging, if you know what I mean. So a cold shower with my feet in hot water and a frozen bag of peas in your head. Oh, okay. I like that. Feet in hot water, frozen bag, withdraws the pressure away from your head. I will try to put a bag of peas on my head. Definitely. Fantastic. This is why I love you all, giving me suggestions like this. I'm not going to do it live. Perhaps I should do it live. The live stream of pea bags on heads. But yeah, I think it's just like, I've got to watch the screen time, obviously. You don't want to be on too late and all those things. Right. So I'm nicking someone's title. Hasbro Speak Out, Kids Be Parents game, brand new sealed, free same-day postage. Let's just get rid of that. Brand new sealed. So I've not taken photos for these. I will do later on, because I just want to get these straight on the week. What week we're on? Week 13. So yeah, how this works is, obviously you start the year week 1, and I go up to week 26, which is sometime at the end of June, I guess, and then at the start of July it starts week 1 again. 1, 2, 3. You see what? Does that make sense? Neck, not head. Oh, okay. Can't put peas on my head. Okay, well, I'll put them around my neck. Thanks. That's great advice. Do appreciate that. Oh, by the way, I had a really good chat the other day with Shelster. It was quite sensible, actually, for the most of it. Z was on, which was great. And he was talking about his shop. I don't think he wanted to go on about it too much, which is kind of understandable. Probably he's getting everyone asking him, but I was very interested. I mean, I had Cola Flipper Lee, who was a real one for processes and like absolute kind of exact. He's got what he's doing down to like a fine calculation, and I kind of used to be a bit like that with like per item and everything, and now I just really don't care too much. It's more of like, that's good enough, which I think you probably get as you get more stuff and doing it. Lee is does it part-time, but he's got really good kind of expertise on clothes and stuff, and he's about 11 away from 900 subs. So if you want some really sort of quality information, concise as well, it's quite 10-minute videos, and you want to find out about stuff like, he does a lot of clothes and quality stuff as well. Check his channel out, throw him a sub. It's well worth it, you won't regret it. Right. Oh, we have the stock photo in there. I will add some more. Yeah, if you've got any suggestions for good channels, let me know. I do like checking out, anyone who's good, really. There's a guy called Sam Sells Stuff. I've mentioned him while I was on the stream on Wednesday, and I was just blown away by, the professionalism of his channel. And so it'd be interesting following him. And again, they're relatively short videos, which I kind of like. I don't tend to ramble on too much, apart from on Monday morning, which you all have to put up with. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, actually. I haven't done one for, my original plan was to do them every week, and then that was that went out the window when I realised how difficult it was. And then I think I settled on every month, but I just hadn't done one for a while, That's just the way it goes. Tap Hiddler is a great channel, yes. And Derek is very close. Have you got the watch time yet, Derek? Because I think you were like 10 hours or something ridiculously short. And I stuck you on for a bit in the background. But yeah, check out Derek. He's quite near his watch hours. I just saw a question I was going to answer. Do you worry about buyers claiming item not in box? Well, for something that's sealed, not particularly, because it's sealed and it shows it's sealed. If they did claim that, I'd say return it. If they returned it and I had an empty box, I'd do them under seller protection, because I've got this is not a true INAD or whatever it is, and point out that my photographs show that it's sealed. And then they would get a black mark on their buyer account and be banished from the lands of eBay. Hopefully, Right. Another thing Lee said actually was, when you're doing a listing, if you have GSP, which I do, always put in the weight and the dimensions of your item, because it will decrease the cost for GSP buyers. So quality tips there. It's a very good tip. So I'm going to have to quickly measure that. It might add a little bit of time, but it will increase your sales. So it's all about shifting stuff, isn't it? Taking that, it may seem a bit of a bind to sort of, I've got to, do this and do that. But in actual fact, it doesn't take any time at all. And if it shifts it, great stuff. Yeah, very true, Neil. We'll break him. He'll just, in a year's time, it'll just be, just list it. You don't need to debobble that. Whoa, get it on. Right. Savers draft. So that's one. Put this. It needs to go. I need to go on shelf week 13 when your photos have been added. And look what I found in my granny trolley. Almost dropped it. A murder weapon. So it's dropped out of a Cluedo at some point. So I'm going to have to search through my Cluedos. Oh, well done, Dave. Dave's on board. He's listing 5 things, or listing one thing, just just get the ball rolling. Derek, do a chat, get a few other resellers in. People love those. Do that. Just get 3 of the, usual suspects in. Hi, Jack Dobbins. Right, what's a great idea? We'll start doing that. Scales and tape measures. Yeah, don't take 2 minutes. Yeah, when I started, I was like, kind of have to think. It's all about listing. Got to list loads of stuff. Got to list. It's not about listing. Obviously, it's about the selling. And if you can just take a little bit more time to get the stuff sold, that's the point of it. I mean, I've got a 500 eBay shop, and I have been, I kind of thought, well, I want to get to about 1,000, which is not a bad goal to have. But when you see these people with 200 item shops and they're absolutely killing it, you just kind of think, have I got the, this the wrong way around? So I do obviously want to keep sourcing and keep the stock going on, but want focus on that stock that's been around for ages. Right, Peter Ray got 10 watch hours yesterday for your live, showing quality merch that you brought. Oh well, I'll have to check that out, Pete. I, as you've heard, went to Hook. Pete was there, and I managed to spend all my money. Haul video will be. I'm obviously carefully editing that haul video and adding in all sorts of effects. I haven't filmed it yet. It will probably take me 10 minutes to film and upload, but that will be on shortly. And it was great. I mean, I spent £170 at one stall, and I'd walked around once and maybe done a few more. You know, was on my second journey round, and I'd probably done about 4 rows, and I spent 170 quid at one stall, and I was like, I had a tenner left, so I was just desperate to spend the last tenner so I could say I spent all my money at the boot fair. Like, you know, one of those thumbnails that will hopefully draw everyone in. Shameless as I am, I haven't been shameless for a while actually, because I obviously was shameless before I got to 1,000 subs. Tommy is listening to me whisper sweet nothings until he dozes off. So if he falls asleep watching me, I could probably tap into his subconscious with all sorts of messages. But I won't. I'll just carry on with the listing. Right. This one next. Nice little, I love stuff like this. Working. I love it because it's easy. Well, unless if I checked that and it didn't work, but you know, the fact that it works and it's easy to pack, absolutely love it. Right, and $27.99. Let's have a look at solds. I love it when I checked, you know, because when you check the price, obviously the unsolds come up, and sometimes you might see things like 50 quid, and then you stick it on sold, and it's like £3.50. All right, that's chuntering away. Come on. Sam Sell's stuff is in. That is the new boy. The new boy's in. Check his channel out. He's like top professional man. My first video, it's terrible. I mean, it was even worse than my current videos, which is saying something. But first off, Peter will love this. Peter Ray. He was in portrait, which he always finds amusing. I think, I just think it's a bit of a unique selling point having your videos in portrait. But it was like hello. I want to tell you about my channel and my plan. And it was, well, I suppose everyone says it, don't, when they look back. But it was what it was. And it was just really long and boring. So some things haven't changed. These videos are still long and boring. But and it was all about what my plan was for the channel. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, check out Sam's channel. Very good. And he's down in Brighton as well. And the weird thing is he kind of sort of comes up to Rusper, and I've been down to Rusper. So I always like sort of talking to people who've been to boot fairs I've been at. So Global Thrifters go to A3, Happy Chat goes to A3. There's a few that obviously Pete goes to every single boot fair I'm at. But it is interesting getting different people's views on boot fairs that All right, let's get this one on. There we go. Sold to $14.95. So it's just typical. Let's do a sort by highest price. Oh, Pink Harpy has sold something. Oh, wow, that's quite something, Sam. It's your third one of the day. It used to be, I used to do it on the third one. I think one week I did it on a fourth one. I think I did like Hook, and then I went down to Peace Pottage, which isn't there anymore. I did Sayers Green or Sayers Common, and then went on to Rusper. But this season I haven't been to Rusper, just because I've found my local ones have been good enough. So, yeah. All right, there we go, $24.95. That's what I like to see. $24.95, and then okay, the other one's the spares and repairs. So it's $24.95. All right, what's Pete laughing at? Ha ha ha! I'm checking out the vultures at the boot. Yeah, Pete, but am I one of the vultures? You know, this could be offensive what you're saying, Pete. You know, I may never forgive you. But you're one of the vultures too. We're all vultures swooping down. It's every man for himself. Right, tested and working. Right, skew. He's in. Small electricals. Oh, hang on a minute. My front door is being knocked. Yeah, we're getting the whole thing done. So yeah, we'll keep this all right. That was a roofer. Hello, mate. I'm just working down the road and just seeing your roof. Would you like it retiled? No, I wouldn't. Brighton Marina. I used to live in Brighton. Well, I used to go to university down there. I loved living in Brighton. Absolutely fantastic. A package from the Transvaal. No, just a roofer wanting to get on my roof. Spread your wings. No, the driveway doesn't need doing. The driveway's all right, actually. Right, okay, let's get on with this. Where are we? 32 minutes in. I've done one. Right, very good condition. Tested and working. That's the condition description. Copy that. Get down to, right, I'll add the photos in later when you lot are gone. He was telling me the other day about, because there's so many, good channels around lately, but a lot of them are really, should we say, positive, which is, I'm a bit more realist, I'd say. I don't mind being happy, but only occasionally. Can't have too much of that. But if I came on and went, "Hi guys," blah, and blew your brain, you probably had to call the doctor, wouldn't you? And say, get him some meds. But yeah, someone was telling me that I forget who it was. Oh, it might have been Lucy actually. Was sort of saying there was a comment that said there's so many positive channels out there and like real high energy stuff. I prefer something a bit more Pete's pace, which is kind of like a backhanded compliment, but I did appreciate that. I thought that was quite funny. So yeah, occasionally you might get the odd moan. I do moan, but it's normally about eBay, to be honest. Okay, that's that one. Save that as draft. Quadrophenia country, yeah, Brighton. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying those ones down in Brighton, but it's just a little bit far for me, to be honest. Perhaps just, make a day of it or something. Be nice to go down there. Right, what's next? I've got this. I don't quite know why. It's kind of like crap gaming system. That's never going to sell, is it? That's like a £2 jobby. It's like Nintendo Mega Drive. Let's have a look. See if anyone's ever sold one of these. I probably picked that up at a boot fair and paid. Oh, I hope I didn't pay a lot for it, and it was years ago. Gamer X Portable. Nothing. Although I did pick up a load of Walkmans. I think I got about 6 of them, and they just look really. I don't know if I've got one in here. I don't think I have. Let's see if I can find it on my sold listings. They look really rubbish. But they were like £1 each. And the only reason I picked it up was because I did a quick search whilst I was in the field. And I saw one had sold for 25. And I thought, well, it's worth it. I don't know how many I bought, but I bought a few of them, 6 or 7. And I thought, well, if one of them sells, I'm all right. And I think one of them did sell for, well, one of them has sold for like 15. They were all sealed in box, but I'll show you them. Here we go. It's this. It's just rubbish. It's terrible when you buy rubbish stuff. I bought another rubbish thing actually, but I'll show you that. Here we go. I'll show you that later. So look, it's a Megatech MG645 stereo cassette recorder, rare vintage. I don't know about that. Walkman, new sealed. It's just like some Chinese weird thing. Look at that. What's that about? Anyway, this, how much did this one sell? 20 quid. I might have taken it on offer. I can't remember. But that's paid for the whole lot. Strange. Stop spraying. So this isn't like another, I shouldn't buy this rubbish really. Moans are better than hiding it all, said the actress to the bishop. Your chickens are on the trampoline. We'll probably get chickens eventually. So, but that is probably a long way ahead. Right, let's see if I can get this on sold. No. I don't even know if I can be bothered to. Let's have a look on Google. 180 high resolution video games. Absolutely. Why on earth did I buy this? And can I get some other mug to buy it? Oh, here we go. My Arcade Gaming. Gamer X portable handheld gaming system. What? $24.99. That sounds like someone's website or something. Don't know what that's about. Gamer X portable Amazon. Okay. It's on Amazon. That's something. Not in stock. Any price history? All. Oh, here we go. 25 quid. There might be hope yet. Well, I'm going to stick it on for 15 quid. Let's just copy Amazon's title. My Arcade Gamer X Portable 2020, ready to play 16-bit video games. What do you mean 16-bit? It can't be like a, well, maybe there is. I've got no idea. 180. Okay, well, let's go for it. Copy. So I've got to create this listing from scratch, which is a bit of a pain. Is it reset? What is this reset to defaults? I don't even think it has any defaults in it. I think it's just it's like a Game and Watch, but like a. If it's not, I'll sort it out. Let's get this out. Let's have a look at it. It's got the instructions. It's got that. Okay, let's have a look at it. Dream Gear. So it's a cross between a Dreamcast and a Game Gear. It's a Dream Gear. They could have called it a Game Cast, but they called it a Dream Gear. And how the hell does it open? Don't know. How do you turn it on? Not turning on. I know it does work because I played it when I got it and thought this is rubbish. There we go. Oh, God. Bear with me. It's rummage around. How you doing, Kieran? Kieran, we're going to have to get on each other's channels at some point. We've been trying to avoid each other desperately, but we need to do it. So let me know. We have been trying. Honestly, it's just been like, I think I didn't do it a couple of weeks ago because I was on a couple of other things, and I thought, God, I don't want to bloody, you can have too much. I can't get this thing off. I always wanted a dream gear. Yeah, I know. It's you wake up on Christmas morning and give your kids this instead of like a 3DS or something. Oh, come on. I'm going to break it. I was just screwing it. That's why I can't get the thing off. And I just have actually tidied away all my screws. Well, I'm not going to open that. That can wait. I always wanted a dream gear. Yeah, well, yeah, 15 quid. 10% discount for anyone who's stupid enough to watch. I mean, is a avid viewer of my channel. Right, what's this say? The one and only Peter. Oh God, one and only. There's about like 10 Peters. There's Retro Collectibles. There's Happy Chap 84. The OG Peter Ray. And I've probably missed loads. So Kieran may be drilling barley this Tuesday, so may have to cancel a 4-way. Yeah, okay. Well, let me know. I don't know. My, any reseller questions for thing is kind of once a month, almost. It's not a regular thing. It's once a month, or when I feel like actually doing it. But I might get on kind of local. I might get on those people I mentioned earlier, like the people who go to my local boot fairs. I think that'd be quite interesting. So yeah. It's a very common name, says Neil, with the commonest name in the world. Neil, orange peel. Do you know what? I'd never, when I was at school, there weren't any other Peters. And when I was at work, there weren't any other Peters, and hardly ever met another Peter. I start reselling. This is where they've all been, hiding. All here. Tons of Peters. Right. Tell us what you're selling. Video games consoles, or toys and games, electronic games. I mean, could you call it a console? Could you really call that a console? No console required. It's not a console. It's an electronic game. Do. Right, here we go. Small electrical new in. Condition is used. Oh, I put in new. Yeah, so after I did 90 listings in that weekly challenge thing. And by the end of it, by the Friday, I was sick of listing. Absolutely. So I took about, I'm pretty much about consistency and 5 a day at least and all that, which sometimes I fall off the wagon. I took quite a few days off listing after that, but it really, really helped with sales. Sales went nuts. So it just goes to show that, yeah, the rumours are true. Okay, brand. What's the brand of this? It doesn't have a brand. Gamer X. Gamer X? It's kind of, sometimes I list things and I think, well, what is the point? No one's ever going to buy this game title. Well, it's not a game title, is it? I think this might be in the wrong category as well, having just told everyone they need to get stuff in the right category. But I'll have a look at that a bit later. Actually, I'm going to change it to consoles. What would you call a DS? Is that a console? It's a handheld, isn't it? Video games and consoles. Oh, I'm going to call this a console. I don't think they have a category for handhelds. Region code. No idea. I suppose this is a good thing about like something like this listing in 6 months' time, when I come around to it again, I'll be able to, look at it and go, yeah, I did list that badly. Or it might sell, who knows. Right, that's that one. How many's that? 3? Hi, so no feet today, so you may not be interested in watching. Handheld console. Oh, thanks, William. So it is kind of console. So yeah. Peter Ray's lurking. Always lurking, Peter Ray. And he's talking about his videos. He did a live yesterday. Fantastic. We'll all have to catch up on that. How's it going, Z? Hope you're doing all right. Right, on to the next one. This is some failed RA from a long time ago. I bought this in Crawley in what are those big toy shops called? I've forgotten the name of it. And probably got it home and thought I'll send this up to Amazon and then realised it wasn't worth it. But there you go. So that's been hanging around. Let's see how much it goes for on eBay. What's he called? Shaker Maker. I used to have a Shaker Maker as a kid, like Disney ones, and I could never really get them to work. $9.95 free postage. Let's have a quick look at sold, but I don't doubt. What's this about? Oh, you bought a ZX81. You've overpaid. Do you know what? I've got to stop overpaying for things. £26 and found the power lead has been soldered onto the board. That's crazy. Why would they do that when you've got like a socket and plug? You would just, if the plug's not working, you would just solder a new plug, wouldn't you? Surely. My God. It could be Toy Master. I can't remember. That's mad. Yeah, I overpaid on a few things. I bought a Sinclair Cambridge calculator. I may be repeating myself here because I think I've mentioned it. Oh, actually, I haven't mentioned it because I said on my video my last haul video, that Christ, the power socket had broken. Why wouldn't you solder the power socket? If you're going to solder it, I'll get a new power socket. That's bonkers. That's like crazy. I did a part refund. I never do part refunds, but I did do one. What happened was I sold a Sinclair Cambridge calculator. I bought it for £10, which is too much money. If you ever see one of those, it looks the size of a Mars bar, and it was in red, so it's a nice colour. And the maximum I should have paid was £5 because I couldn't test it. It wasn't boxed. If they're working and everything's running in its favour, you could get 30 quid. Anyway, I sold it for, it was on for 20. So I bought it for 10, put it on for 20. And a guy offered me 17. And he was like, "Oh, I'm taking a chance, la-di-da-di-da." So I was like, "Yeah, 17, whatever, get it done, out of the way." Wrap it up, couple of layers of big bubble wrap, not mucking about here, the big stuff. Cardboard round it, so covers it all. So that's already like pretty well protected. Bubble mailer, send it off to him. It arrives. Apparently the screen's cracked on it. Now, I'm not going to win this battle, am I? Know from the off that he sent me a photo of it, so you know, but check out his store straight away. What does he sell? What's he a specialist in? It's vintage calculators. And I'm just like, this is one of his old ones, surely. Might not be, could be wrong, you know, so, but I'm like, okay, well, I could say return the item, da-di-da-di-da, and I could check it out. But if he has to return it, he's definitely going to return mine with a cracked screen. I could change the screen around to see. And I didn't put any UV markings on the screen. So he opened like arrived damage, and then he suggested like part refund of something. And it turned out I gave him a £7 refund, which basically means I bought the item for a tenner. I've sold it for a tenner plus £3.49 postage. So I've probably lost about £2 on it. But it's so I'll tell you, if it'd been any higher value, or you know, there was not a chance of me just wiping my feet and saying that's a minimal loss, or you know, something like that. Oh, just had a buzz. Probably not a sale. There's no way I would have done it. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be watching his store like a hawk. If he sells a red Cambridge calculator, I'll be on eBay like no one's business. But anyway, dealt with, done, and all of that. Hi Tea Cakes, hi John, how you doing? Good to see you all. Yeah, has to do a refund this morning. Item didn't arrive. Yeah, obviously sometimes you have to bite the bullet. A lot of the times when you get stuff like that, you're like, oh, bloody buyers, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, I had one not long ago, and the woman had, you know, received something, and you check out their history, you check out their feedback, and it was smashing. She sent me a photo of it smashing. It's like, fair enough, you know. But if there's any suspicion, or if it's anyone trying to just look for a part refund, I'm on it like a hawk. Will not have it. Original Xbox game, nephew already had it. Well, the good thing about that is that they'll pay the return postage, but still a pain in the bum. Not good. Nice one, Tea Cakes. Good returns there for the old Carl Zeiss binoculars. Right, let's have a look at this then. This fabulous crappy item. Okay, the solds are at $4.99 and postage on top, I think. So I'm going to go with the unsold $9.95 and just go for exactly the same. Sell one like this. If I can see it, there it is. There's another Pete. Pete's Retro's in. Had a buyer ask for a refund as late, 5 minutes after 3 days. Yeah, some people are just having a joke. I do get occasionally, because I'm on the 3-day dispatch, I get like, after a couple of days, my item hasn't arrived yet. Is it all right? They just don't look at the dispatch time. And I'm all like, oh, I am humbly sorry that you've had to wait. No, I don't say that, but I kind of say, I'm very sorry, or I don't even know if I apologise. I said, you know, kind of say, it's along the lines of, I had to put this item on the 3-day dispatch as I'm away for a few days. I will send the item either tomorrow evening if I'm back, which is normally on the 2nd day, or if I'm not, it'll be like, you know, Wednesday morning, for example. And that has always sorted it out. And they're like, oh, is it 3-day dispatch? I did not know. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So there we go. That's what I normally do. Right, £9.95. I think that was free postage, that one. So I don't normally do free postage, but seeing as that other item is on for free, actually I might do six. What would that be? I'll do £5.99, £6.99 with postage. I don't like doing free postage when all my other stuff. The only stuff I do it for is media normally. Okay. So the rest of the day when I'm finished, so I think that's item number 4, and I don't like going over an hour too much because I know everybody wants to get on and focus, or well, I like to get on and focus. I don't know what everyone else likes doing. But I do like to try and get 5 done. So I'm going to, what do I need to do? I need to go to the post office and post a couple of things. And then I need to continue tidying up, as always. Right, there we go. Save as draft. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Tea Cakes. It is a snivelling one with very polite words in there. No point picking a fight, really. No point picking a fight. The one thing I would say is worth doing is knowing your process, knowing how things are going to go. And if you ever ring eBay, you can say, I've done this, so the next step will be this, isn't it, eBay? And shift them along in the right direction. So yeah. Right, I could do one of these next. This is like a little bit of vintagey phone case. I like those ones. Remember those ones where you had the phone dial on it? They were brilliant. But I won't do that. I'll just do an easier one. Let's do the game of categories. Now, this is a great one for Amazon, actually. For some reason, it always seems to go. But I'm going to put it on eBay. Because, like I say, I can't be really bothered with Amazon. It'd be interesting to see what's the difference in price. Let's have a look. I've not sold on anything on Amazon for quite a while, and then a couple of weeks ago I sold a £100 book, which was a bit of a shock. All right, where's the? It's probably so old it hasn't got a barcode on it. Oh yeah, it has. Okay. Right, so on Amazon, let's have a look. There's 3 new and used from $29.95. That's used. £8 fees, you see. So, and I have call £8.23 fees. Call it £9 because I don't know whether that includes my item seller fee. Let's have a look. What's that including? And there's also, like, say, 50p for sending it in a box of stuff. Oh, I've already factored that in. Net proceeds £20.95, £21. All right, so let's have a look at eBay. I mean, I probably will get less on eBay, but it just seems easier. And I know that sounds ridiculous because Amazon will ship it for you and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not into Amazon at the moment. I'm kind of gone off it all. Again, this might be totally ludicrous, but right, bins. So look at bins. Did I hear you say you mark it with the UV pen? Yeah, you can, Lee. You can get. Hello, Lee. I've got your. Thanks for sending me the thing about the Commodore, by the way. That looked very interesting. Although I have got 3 Commodores, and I think I've got enough Commodores, really. Yeah, I do have a UV pen. Here we go. I've got 3 UV pens and a little UV torch. Here. Here we go. So if it's something really valuable, I mean, a lot of the time stuff has serial numbers on it anyway. Electronics has serial numbers, so just make sure that that is photographed in the listing. Neil says hi to anyone he hasn't said hi to. So thanks, Neil. But yeah, I bought those yonks ago. They're probably all dried up, to be honest, because I haven't used them for a while. But yeah, always worth having. Whether it actually proves anything, like if it came to it, I have no idea. But it would show the buyer that, there's a certain amount of care you take to make sure you're not going to get ripped off, if you know what I mean. Neil bunked into Glastonbury one year with a scribble of a UV pen on the back of my hand. I can tell you, I've also bunked into Glastonbury. It would have been early 90s. I think it was when who was playing? It could have been when the Charlatans were definitely playing there, and I watched them. They were brilliant. It could have been the year that... I can't remember what year it was. No idea. But in actual fact, what happened was we were sitting in Yule, in the Green Man in Yule, that Peter Ray will know if he's still in. Me and my mate, Suckhang and Badge, and we were having a pint, and we were thinking, why didn't we go to Glastonbury? And it was probably about 9:30. And then we decided to go, which was madness, because it's like about a 4-hour drive. And so we got in my Renault 5, got Suck's stuff, went to Badge's house, who was around the corner, and got his stuff, and then got my stuff. And we just got our sleeping bags. And because we knew someone who was down there already who had a tent, and we were going to find them. Ridiculous. Anyway, we drove down there and parked up in Pilton in some country lane, and had about a 2-mile walk to actually get to the site. And we turned up with our bags on our back, and they go, got to check. People on the gate said, got to check your bags, And we put our bags down. And they checked it all. And all right, get your tickets out. And we went, we haven't got any tickets, and they told us where to go basically. And we're like, oh God! And I was like, what a nightmare! What have I done? Come driven down here for 4 hours. So it was probably about 3 or 4 in the morning at that time. And then we turned around and traipsed, and we're thinking we're going to have to go right round, up round the back where the people are burying under the fence and all that. And anyway, we walked about 10 metres, and the bloke said, do you want to get in? You pay us a tenner and you can climb on top of the burger van and nip over the fence. And we did that. And we were careful. We hear all these horror stories about people catching rings on the top of the fence and ripping their fingers off. But I didn't have a ring at that time. Well, I don't think I did. I might have had, a different ring on a different finger. Anyway, we jumped over the fence, and there's the 3 of us, absolutely knackered. And we walked a bit, and then about 100 yards in, someone stopped us and went, lads, excuse us. And it was like a marshal or whatever. And said, could you just wait here a minute? And we're like, yeah, all right. So we're waiting around, just standing there, and this bloke went off. And then suddenly was like, why on earth are we waiting? He's surely just going to chuck us out. So we legged it. And then we started drinking vodka and, oh God, getting absolutely... And that, I remember I was watching, as the sun came up, I was lying in a field watching Pulp Fiction. And it got to a point where you couldn't see it on the screen, so you just heard it. And then we had the big job of finding our mates who were in a big tent by some field down by the toilets or whatever. But yeah, happy days. Right, let's have a look at all this. Categories. So yeah, I'll have to try and remember what year that was. I think it... Let me think about this. Probably around 93. Right, brand new one for 30 quid. See, that's an Amazon job before still £80 that would go on Amazon, if anyone ever bought it on Amazon. See, one thing I can't see on Amazon is rank for new stuff. Now, would that go? Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try for £20 plus £5 postage because I think it's a Hermes jobby. God, I've gone over the hour. Call the cops. Right, 19.99. Medium parcel. There, my medium parcel postage policy means that it will go via Hermes. Just edit the cost of that because the default cost is £6.49. Hi, Rosie. How you doing? Save and close. And I do believe we've got 5 drafts in, and I will. Oh, if I can just finish that one off, save as draft. You're listing a meter right now. What's that, Pete? What's a meter? Vintage Japanese. Been soldering the leads. Is it like a, what sort of meter? There we go. We have 5 listings drafted up, which is always nice. So get those finished and get them on the week 13 shelf. I'm looking forward to doing that. Yeah, that's all for now. I'm coming up to 2,000 subs. I was having a crazy idea of doing a stream or like just saying, what don't you like about the channel? But then I think, God, the feedback could be huge for that. And I could encourage all sorts of abuse. But yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see, put it in the comments. Let me know. Always happy to respond. One thing I did respond to, that got picked up on a comment, was great stream, but the eating noises are unbearable. Because I started a stream and I was eating a brioche and I had a cup of coffee and I was like, oh, well, I won't do it because it caused some problems. And I can understand that, actually, because I think if I was watching someone and they were making food eating noises, I'd be a little bit like, eeh. I kind of did it as a joke, but it wasn't that funny. Shell, I'm off. You've just caught the end. Did you do that deliberately? Just so you'd have to only like watch for a minute. The replay option is always available. Yeah, so it could be brioche envy, but yeah, so I've got a new rule. I'm not going to eat on stream unless it is brought to me on a silver platter with someone kneeling in front of me. Your channel is great. No, thanks, John, but there's got to be something wrong with it. Surely, you know. I don't have an intro. Maybe I should do an intro. I did do one, but it was pretty rubbish. Rubbish intros. Anyway, I'm going to go. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you. I'll do a haul video for what stuff I got yesterday, and that will probably be out either tomorrow or Wednesday. So take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.